It was a chaotic night for us from what felt like the very get-go. We had so many just things not go right. It was I don't even know where to start. We had a lot of things not go our way, and at least 2 or 3 times I thought we were going to be crashing into the outside wall in turn one, whether it was because the door foam came off, got in my steering wheel, or me and Brad got into each other and I got loose into one. There was a lot of things that just didn't really seem like they were going our way. Loose wheel, but it didn't seem to hold us down. I mean, our car was really strong, and we got some breaks along the way too. And I knew we had a strong car, but I didn't know how our night was going to finish after all the things that went wrong. So just great that we were able to put ourselves in that position, take 2 tires, and have a car strong enough to be able to hold on to the lead like that. Well, I mean, you have some sort of an idea. At the end of practice, we were one of a few that had some issues with the right front tire. So we knew we had some work to do, and there were some things we needed to change, maybe go up on some air pressure, that sort of thing. So it wasn't like an unknown, but certainly with the way the practice is set up, you take a chance of not running enough laps if you're working on your car a lot to really get a read on if you're too low on air pressure or too aggressive on one thing or another. But in our case, we ran enough laps and we were able to see that we had been too aggressive on our right front tire, so we made some adjustments going into the race, thankfully. But yeah, it is tough to not really know. I mean, sometimes you have a warning. I feel like at Kansas I did, at Charlotte I did, Fontana a little bit, but it's very subtle. I mean, you get a little bit looser, the car starts to have a slight vibration. But a lot of times the vibrations I had tonight were very, very, very intense. And, if it was going to blow, it wouldn't have, but it didn't.
It was a huge sense of relief for sure. Yeah, just the last, 10 laps, I would say, I'm looking behind me and Joey would kind of pop off a good lap and, I'd have to push a little bit harder. It's really nice when you're in that spot where you have a car that's that good to where you can just kind of drive it at 80% and not, overstep your marks, overstep the line, because that kind of made me feel better about, okay, I got this vibration, but I can run the car 80% through 3 and 4 and not really lose much ground to Joey. So to finally cross the line and know that we finished the race and, that vibration wasn't really anything at all as it seemed. Was a huge sense of relief for us because every time, like I said, it just seems like every time we've been fast, we've had something go wrong. We've had a failure, a tire go down, and after a while, it's definitely frustrating. So I was definitely concerned, but we made it.